What is going on, everybody? We are back on Berserk Manga chapters 92 and 93. We ended up having 3 chapters in last video because one of the chapters was 98% just images. So if that ever happens, just know you don't even have to let me know. I'll just go ahead and add another one. This is Friday's upload, so if this video is able to get 150 likes by midnight, I saw we had some confusion last week. I had some people message me. Usually Saturday night at midnight is my cutoff time to like have the like goal, so that way I have enough time Saturday night to have it reacted to, edited, and uploaded. I checked around like midnight 1, we were still like 8 to 10 likes short, and then I think when I woke up in the morning, I saw that we had hit it, but I didn't have it recorded because that's just the cutoff time that we had. Sundays are like super busy for me and things like that, so if it's not by like that Saturday at midnight, don't expect there to be a chapter for Sunday. But hey, new Friday, we're here. This video you're watching, if we can get it to 150 likes by Saturday at midnight, we'll have chapters 94 and 95 up on Sunday, and 96, 97 up on Monday. Jumping into this, we are still dealing with the aftermath of the eclipse and losing everybody. Our main character has finally woken up from his little he had like a 3-4 day coma he had going on, recovery. He's over here having dreams of the eclipse and things. Casca is mentally unwell. We don't even know I can't remember if she was actually even speaking last chapters that we had in the last video. It seems the only person she responds to is the little girl, probably because it seems the most least of a threat to her. Hopefully she recovers over time, because if I brought this up last video, the fact that like Guts, all that was terrible. Losing essentially Guts's best friends, or friends, or the only connections he's had in his life that didn't hate him or weren't trying to take advantage of him, murdered before his eyes and things. But at the end of the day, he still had the thing closest to him, which was Casca. And she's not even herself. So to know what you had with her and her physically still be there, but mentally not have the connection that you wish she had, like that's even more torture than if she just died in front of you. You know, so I hope that her mental state gets better over the years. We'll see. It sucks that Guts and Casca, upon their death, are still going to be, you know, sentenced to hell, unless we figure out some way to unlock this God Hand demon's hold on the world. I've been told that it's going to be a very slow drip with any Skull Knight information we get, so don't expect it to be in these next coming chapters, which is unfortunate. I wish we were just getting all the information. I'm probably going to hold off on chapter 83. We've already skipped past it, and I've told that it doesn't even answer everything, and I've been told that you won't even get all the answers on Skull Knight when I like finish this whole thing, 300 something chapters. So we'll see. And then I posed the question, which was majority of the comments, like, is there any adaptation worth watching? It looks like the consensus is no. It looks like there's nothing that animates the entire manga, like all 300 plus chapters, that's worth a damn, worth watching. I think people were saying the 97 anime cuts off after the eclipse, or right at, which is like, damn, that's the meat of it, and I can't get more of that. So it's like, is it even worth watching that? And I heard some of the movies are okay, but they don't have it. So I'm just probably not even going to worry about looking at it, of any of the animated material. I would hope that maybe we just get, maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, we just get a full re-animation of it. Who knows? And are there I know it was announced that the story is not finished. I think the impression I got was it kind of ended off in like a Hunter x Hunter anime spot, where like the ending is fine and you could be content with that ending, but the story can continue. So to my knowledge, what I've been told is like the story it's been picked back up to be continued. Do we have a confirmation on when new chapters might be coming out? Surely not in the next 2 months before the year ends, but is there 2023? You guys are more plugged into that. I can't go searching those type of things because I'm sure I'll be spoiled on things, so we're not even going to do it. But let's go ahead and do it again. This is the Friday like video. 150 likes, you'll get your other 2 chapters. Let's go ahead and turn this up and on. Boom, boom. Make sure you guys can see this. Let's go ahead and do it. I hope we just get a little bit of knowledge, even if it's not about the Skull Knight and what he is. Can he fill us in just on a little bit of anything? This might be the only time to ask questions, so I would hope Guts would be smart enough to at least ask some things. We'll see. Let's see what we got. You guys can see my cursor? Yes. Recording, mic on. Music going? Alright, cool. Let's do it. Whoa, through the night forest just like wind. But yeah, this isn't like a regular gallop. I mean, my man is... he's gliding. You said this makes twice you've carried me? What's that mean? Oh, he doesn't know. I'm the one who carried you both from that otherworldly land. I would love to hear the Skull Knight's voice, like actually animated. What? Don't thank me. It was incidental. This too has some connection. Who the hell are you? Okay, you're asking the correct questions. I am the foe of the Inhumans. That's all us, bro. Give us something more than that. And then why go out of your way to help us, if not thinking that we can maybe help you? If we might be some, like, I'm gonna need some information. He calls them Inhumans. Interesting. Why'd you bring us to these mountains? I've never told anyone else about this place. Well, I merely brought you to the nearest safe place, to that otherworldly gate. Formerly, elves lived in those mountains. Oh, okay. Are we about to find out that, like, the elves are actually of some use? Even though the elves have left, the earth's energy is strong. It was a most suitable place in which to hide from those darkness. So that's why I guess you can leave Casca in there with Rickard and the little girl, and she won't have to worry about demons coming after her. Because of the elven energy, the demons won't want to come out. But elven energy... So are you saying the elves have left, the earth's energy is strong? Is it the demons don't even go that direction because it's strong? It's not, it's something that makes them weak, or what's that about? I didn't know you had some connection to the place. It was chance. Chance? Oh yeah, Goto mentioned that once. Oh, about the elves. Likewise, what saved you from death was the elf dust that your friend by chance had on him. I don't know, there's a lot of by chance words, and that was lucky being dropped around, or it was, what did he say? It was incidental. I don't know. A lot of words there pointing to, like, is this truly incidental? Elf dust. Medicine of the highest quality. It is not easy to come by. Seldom do elves reveal themselves to humans. Maybe you have some tie to the elves. I've been talking about those ears, but who knows? Even so, I suppose you have no desire to believe in destiny and such. Incidental, chance, destiny. Not now, but if we're supposed to hide ourselves, why is Casca... Perhaps she's gone outside the ore cave. If she doesn't want the evil spirits to approach, she mustn't leave that place. All the better if it's a place in the sunlight, but once the sun sets... So sunlight is a good counter in this elven territory. Or if she walks into a dark forest, the dead will gather around her. Like what just happened to you. Hey, wait a minute. And that means from now on, she has to stay inside that cellar. Yeah. At least... oh, they found her. Unless there's the old warrior Casca in there, then yeah. She's unfortunately gonna have to stay inside for the rest of her days. Or Guts will have to go outside with her, but then it's like, do you even want the stress of that? Like, even if Guts even if she somehow comes around just a little bit to that maybe she's okay being in Guts' presence, but still doesn't know the connection that her and Guts used to have. To have to sit there and fight those off in front of her, and then she sees the demons, and that's PTSD triggering, it's just... It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. How'd she get outside? Rickert. You know, everybody else. Cask, wait, something's wrong? The evil spirits aren't inflicting harm upon her. Yet so many are gathered. Why? Has she ascended? Is... Oh no. I don't want to believe this to be a thing. I really don't. She's not pregnant, is she? By Griffith? And that's the thing, I don't know what they can do. Clearly he's able to actually have sex in some form or fashion. That can't actually be a thing, right? Like, I'm trying to think, like, why would they not be attacking her? She's got a second coming of God, of an inhuman God inside her. That would be heartbreaking. Golly. And we had the big discussion last video on how there seems to be like a corner of the internet and of the Berserk community that thinks Casca enjoyed, I'm not going to refer to the word because, you know, it's YouTube, but she enjoyed that moment, or of Griffith taking her. That there was some sick, twisted, like, enjoyment that Casca had in it. I'm not of that corner of the internet, but I did have a handful of people say, you know, I don't think we ever get clarification on it. Like, I don't think there's an author statement on, like, no. But the way it's animated is really... It does make you raise an eyebrow because the way they make her body physically respond to the act, it's like, wait, what? Clearly she's not, right? I don't think she did. There's no way that she goes from having all her childhood connections, bonds, friends, the people she cared about in her life murdered in front of her, fighting for her life, killing, running everything that's happened, no idea where the love of her life, Guts, is, stripped down and almost drawn and quartered, and what I think she was also taken advantage of by the other apostles. A handful of people said no, that wasn't the case, but I thought there was a couple panels that showed her bleeding from that area to make it seem that she was already taken by some of the apostles. Regardless, her friends killed, and her lifelong friends killed in front of her, everything she stood for gone, falling apart. Apostles have already done to her what's about to happen, and then you think she's just going to mentally flip to like, oh yeah, I'm into this, just because it's Griffith? Nah, I don't think there was any part of her that enjoyed it, but I will agree with some comments that it was animated in ways to make you be like, wait, she's not, is she? And then it's hard to tell, like, when he opened her mouth, was she kissing him back, or was it just, it was a lot. Regardless, I don't agree with that, but that comes all full circle to say, I pray she's not pregnant by him, because that is so... If you're Guts, you're just... What do? It's already bad enough you had to watch that. And we haven't even seen him deal with that yet. We saw him deal with, like, the others being killed. But we haven't seen him think of that yet. And then, like, if she is pregnant, is it fully human? Is it, like, half? And then, like, are you gonna raise... Oh, God. I pray that's not the reason she's not being touched. And he doesn't know what's going on either. The evil spirits aren't inflicting harm upon her, yet so many are gathered. Why? Shh, too late, the damage is already done. Casca, hey. You okay? Are you hurt? God, I really hope that's not the case, bro. But then she's shaking, and then yeah, she's freaking out again. She's breaking out. Is it? I can't tell. Is it made to be seem like it's raining? Or are they both just like busting out in a cold sweat? I can't tell. It maybe looks like it's raining a little bit, but I honestly can't tell. She's either breaking out in a sweat, he's breaking out in a sweat. What's wrong with you, Cass? What is happening? Oh, God. And I think she's in so much pain right now that she doesn't even know that she's actually grabbing him. What is happening? What is that? Is this like some malnourished... That looks like an incubus. Is that where they come from? Demons or god hands getting mortal women pregnant? And like, I don't know if that's like is that a premature thing she just... I don't know what this is or what this means. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some clarification. Oh no. And she jumps to protect it. Casca, move. What are you doing? It's her child. Oh God. That girl was with child. That shapeless fetus, which was only just conceived, was possessed by evil, probably due to her sexual relations with the new god hand. If I'm Guts, I do not want to hear this shit. That shapeless fetus, which was only just conceived... Because I thought maybe the way he said that she was with child, that maybe she was pregnant by Guts. And that it just happened to get infected by whatever demons going on. But no, it seems he's making it seem like even though they just did have sexual relations between the two of them, like that's how fast this demon fetus came out. Like what has it been? A handful of days, and she was already able to actually have shape and form of something. She wouldn't even known she was pregnant. That shapeless fetus, which was only just conceived, was possessed by evil. I'm trying to figure out what he means by that. Like, it was human at one point and got possessed? Or that's just what happens if you have something with a god hand, like the fetus is going to be possessed by evil. Probably due to her sexual relations with the new god. Why did you have to say that shit, bro? And so it has taken on the nature of a demon. It's a cursed child. Bro. Did that shit just quadruple in size? Look at this shit. That shit was the size of, like, a finger. What she's holding looks like the size of a football. What the hell? That means, wait. Uh-oh. It would be best to kill it. That's no human child. Someday it will bring woe upon you both. That means it's... Shut up. Hold on a minute. Bro, it's gonna try to kill you, is it not? Bro, we're getting real creepy with it. You think she already doesn't talk to you and is afraid of you. Go ahead and do that. But I'm curious of, like, I know her mental isn't there, but she's gotta know that, like, that's... I don't know. I don't know. You would think the original... Like, if Casca still had her mental... I think the true Casca would also agree to kill this thing. So if she's like reverted back to this childlike thing, would she even know what just happened to her and what that is and means and childlike and all that stuff? I don't know. Because it was clearly going for her mark. No. This is a demon. One of those who devoured our comrades and made you this way. She bit him. Maybe this is a bonding moment for them? I don't know. This is all just sad. That's just, I mean, that's all you can say about the whole situation is sad. She's not the same. Guts physically is never gonna shit. Both of them are mentally never gonna be the same. Number one, let's get that out of the way. Guts is gonna have his mental issues. She clearly has hers. He's never physically gonna be the same. I think she's physically okay, if you can call what happened to her and living physically okay. And then just the whole situation of like everybody being gone, it having to be put back into Guts' head, like, oh, this is from the sexual relation. She was pregnant, demon child. Ugh. The whole thing's just a mess. It just disappeared. Did the demons take it? I don't know what happened to it. So it's your child. Huh? This doesn't mean it has... This doesn't mean it has become dust. Like the other evil spirits chased by the light, it has slipped into a place nearer the world of the dead. Someday it will appear before you both again. All children yearn for their parents, as do demons in their own way. Guts, Rickert, farewell. Whoa! He's not leaving. We got nothing. The man gave us absolutely nothing. Do you understand what has happened to us? Can you give us anything? God, that's so fucked. So we just go on living, and I had people tell me, because I brought it up, is the first time we see this man, Griffith, again, is when we saw him in the prologue, running into him in that, like, hell dimension for the first time, and people were saying, yes! So do we go on another 5 to 10 years here with no more information than what we left the eclipse with? Jesus, you gotta go through life so paranoid with that shit. We will likely meet again, should destiny dictate. And what's interesting is, I thought the Skull Knight was almost operated outside the realm of all this destiny talk. Like he's the Neo, the factor that like the demon God Hand just can't equate for. No matter what they try, there's always like a Skull Knight that tries to mess with their plans, but he's making it say like, hey, if destiny says we will, then we will. If you mean to pursue the Inhumans, follow the guidance of that brand. It reacts strongly to evil. But mind this, yours is a black path through the night. When you confront those who lurk in the darkness, you also envelop yourself in it. Good journey, struggler, and leaves us with that, bro. So that's all he gives us. So what I said was true then. Guts just goes around town to town, kingdom to kingdom, city to city, hoping to run into demons or apostles if he's lucky, and just try to question them for information on God Hands and Behelitz and Griffith, and in getting absolutely nowhere with information. Golly, that seems hopeless. So this thing here, how was he able to determine that it's... So I think what I said is correct. She was pregnant with Guts' child, correct? And when Griffith took her, it corrupted their fetus and made it evil? That's how I took this. Doesn't mean it's come to dust like the other... Like, he's got so much information and doesn't give a shit. Like, he knows what's gonna happen with this. It'll come back to you again. He's like, farewell. See ya. That's rough. That's rough, that's rough. Alright, chapter 93. That was one of the deeper chapters we've had in a long time. Alright. Whoa, whoa. What are you doing in the middle of the road? Hey, man. That doesn't look good. What is that? Don't get involved. God's sake, sun's up and vanishes? Nothing but bad omens happening. Oh god, what is this? Man's over here looking for a sacrifice. He's gonna bust up in this house. Hold on now, Erica. Should we really be... Dang, all the things he's been making these past years. Armor. Oh, is this where he gets his damn Kisame blade from and shit? Incredible, so many weapons and armor. They say my daddy's so good, he's really famous in town. He used to make swords and armor for the local lord. And that's not all. Bows and arrows, cannons, spurs, horseshoes. There's a little attached arm, and lots more. He was a genius who'd make anything he was asked. Alright, get us going. What's this? Oh, that? The Dragon Slayer. Oh! This shit's bigger than Rickert. That's the name of the blade. A king sent out a proclamation long ago to bring him a sword that could kill a dragon, and so the Lord put me on the job. Oh! Does it not look like she's got her head turned around here like Chucky or some shit? Maybe she just has her arms behind her back. Alright, the old man busts up in there. Are dragons a thing in this world, or used to be? Who knows? And that time I'd gotten sick of doing work for nobles, make them refined and make them elegant, so he just built the biggest meat cleaver you could think of this side of the Mississippi, huh? Swords are just large butcher knives after all, tools meant for killing people. And so I forged it, as it was described, a sword that could butcher a dragon. Hey. So then, I almost got hung out to dry. So I ran away from the castle town, and I've lived here quietly since. I sure was young back then. Mighty things that could kill, that's all there was for me. But if anyone could handle this, it'd still just be a hindrance. What? Because it's so big, it would slow people down. I don't like losing track of the essence of a tool, but that's exactly what I did here. Now it's a good reminder. Yeah, because like, you would think the average person, not even the average person, everybody's not going to be able to handle that and be of any use. Can it kill one? Could it really kill a dragon? If there were any dragons. But you know, this ain't even what you'd call a sword. It's a meaningless slab of iron you can't even lift. For killing dragons and monsters that ain't even real. You don't know the things we've seen. Does his old ass not know who's staying, like, on his property and shit? Your friend looks like he's about to fight a dragon, though. Seems to want to fight even after losing his... Okay, he does know. Losing his hand and his eye. He ain't up to the job, is he? Dragons are dragons because humans can't beat them. Fair statement. Oh, man. Looks like he's healed a little bit. A lot of the scratches and stuff he had seem to be doing a little bit better. So tomorrow you leave, yeah. Thanks for all your help. You don't have to. He's thinking guts one time, yeah. But I really do realize I don't want to believe it, but the Band of the Hawks is, yeah. What do you do for Rickert? Maybe him and that girl can grow up and fall in love or something like that, but... And maybe Rickert's still young, that like he has a whole life to live. Some of those guys were getting pretty old, like they were in, I mean not old, but they had done that for so long that like that shaped their lives, like the Corcuses and the Pippins and stuff. The Guts, you know, they're getting mid-20s, close to their 30s. Hard to make a lifestyle change in that time period. Rickert's still young. I don't even think, I mean, he's clearly not even 20. He's still, I think, in his mid-teens, if that. But he had a dream, you know, that was going to be it. He had it up to the moment that he was saved, too. He thought he was going back to them, but... But yeah, that's it, man. The Hawks is this is it. This is what we got. It's us three. So yeah. I'll come open this in the morning. Thanks. They're both staying in there. The key so Casca won't go outside. They lock her in there. Yeah. So he's leaving, huh? To where? Where are you gonna go? You're just gonna start going out at night, hoping you kill enough demons, some information might come out? It seems like so... I don't even know how to describe it. Hopeless, really? Because you would think the one person that might be able to help, we really didn't get much information from. Shit, you would think the only person that might be able to do something is the Skull Knight himself. I need a whole 50 chapters dedicated to him. Like, what does he do? Because up until this point in the story, it seems the only way that you can actually gain access to the God Hand is you having to be summoned to them. They don't come to Earth. You go to their little pocket dimension. Or, every 260 something years or whatever it is, they'll touch down for an eclipse. So does he just go around wandering, waiting every 260 something years? Does he hunt apostles? Does he collect behelits? Does he... What is it that he does? Does he just go to sleep for 260 years and he's like, alright, I'll try it again, and just gets nowhere? I don't know what he does. I know he says he fights the Inhumans or whatever, but to my knowledge, we haven't seen the God Hand yet kind of flow freely at will. Because you would think someone like Griffith, especially, given what he showed to immediately do to Casca, he has like hate and evil and rage and cockiness and other adjectives describing him inside of him. So if he really wanted to like be that much of a dick or whatever, he could show up to Casca every night in front of Guts and take advantage of her and just do it on repeat because he can. But I don't know if they have that free will to, or if they're even allowed to like show up on Earth. So until I've seen that, it seems there's only two ways to actually get in front of them. Be there when somebody summons to them, or hoping to be there in another 260 years, so I don't know. I hope they get a decent moment here, because like I said, if he leaves, for how long and to do what? I don't know. He's just going on a blind mission with no way of even knowing how he's going to find anything that he's looking for. He could go the rest of it. I mean, we know he doesn't. But he could go the rest of his life trying to find another apostle and not come across one. And just so every night he just fights demons for the rest of his life until he dies, and that's it. Never comes across a Behelit, never comes across the God Hand, Griffith, apostle, nothing. We know he doesn't, but that's really like that could be a real possible outcome. Oh no, she hates his ass. Do you think she'll speak before he leaves? Bet you're hungry. We got it made today. Erica really outdid herself. Better than a month ago. Okay, so a month has passed. Alright, I was about to say he looked like he had healed up a little bit more. Jesus. Before she tried to run just because I was here. And she's eating like... she's literally just a wild animal at this point. What are you doing? Okay, let's calm down a little bit. Strip, it's gonna scald. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is gonna trigger her. This is gonna trigger some serious PTSD, bro. Yeah, this is gonna trigger some serious PTSD. Oh, brother. Yeah, that's just not good, man. It's not good. And that's their final moments before he leaves. Does he ever see her, like, when up to current timeline Guts that we know of, that time between this and then, does he not run into her again? Oh, there he goes. That armor's pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. You can use knives, Guts? I had Judo teach me the ropes a long time ago. It's not my style, so that's as far as we went. It might be something I'll need this time. Yeah, you're down an arm. Dang, the drip upgrade. How much time has passed between him leaving here and... Say, why are your clothes and armor all black? Hey, the Black Swordsman. Gotta get a name about us. Because I'll be fighting in lots of dark places. They are in the darkness. Hey, Guts, give me your left arm. Trust me. He can't actually move those digits. He shouldn't be able to. Like, I don't know. Artificial arm. It's groovy. I made it from stuff in Master Godo's storehouse. It's magnetized, so you can grip a sword too. Here's this too. I help to little reasons why it's groovy. Let's see. Face that rock and point the hand at it. Oh, is this his fireball jutsu? Now pull the metal part on this side. Right that. You done getting ready? Man almost got his head blown off. Yeah, I'm about to leave. Good grief, going through a man's stock and trade and taking whatever you want. This is why they say mercenaries ain't no better than thieves. I owe you a lot. Heck, I'll just make him work off the cost of the food and arms. Yeah, Rickert. Rickert, get to work, man. Maybe you and the little girl can fall in love one day or something. Who knows? Even No, that's not the sword I want. I want that Dragon Slayer. My farewell gift. Take it and go. I don't know who you're going off to fight, or where, but you won't get far without this. I just forged it. It ain't my best, but it's damn fine. If you're careful with it, it shouldn't nick at all. Don't tell me he goes outside and slashes something and it shatters immediately, does it? Yeah. Oh no, he shattered it. Okay, hold on now. It started bleeding. What's the matter? Found you. Leftovers not good. And who are you? Wait. He's my guest. I followed the scent of evil. My nose is really good. Is this just some, like, low-level apostle or something, I'm guessing? Well, we know he's gonna get the sword upgrade. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say other than this is just bad. She's gonna... I wonder when we see her... I don't know when we see her again either, you figure. If he really goes about his journey, I guess we don't run into her anytime soon. Didn't get much from the Skull Knight. That's really unfortunate. I was hoping for at least give us something like, can you tell us where to go, where to start, anything to look for, stay away from. He basically just told us what the brand means, and this is what's going to happen if you're out at night, and the elvish stuff seems to be giving energy that, you know, she can stay there and live. I'm curious, what was the reason that the demons didn't attack her? Is it because she was pregnant and what she was pregnant with happened to be evil, so they perceived her as maybe a demon? I don't know. I mean, that whole thing was just sad. The eclipse stuff and seeing everybody die, that was tragic and just like unfortunate that it had to be this way, but we knew it was coming. Her spitting out that fetus that looked to be Guts' baby, I'm guessing, but then had gotten infected by Griffith, so they can't even have that. That was just... the whole thing is just sad, so we'll see. Again, I don't know the roadmap I don't think he knows what he's looking for. We, the viewer, don't know what he's looking for. Now, we know that he has ran into the God Hand since then. Once. And I don't know how many years it's been. 5, 10? But, like, the percentages are really low. So I don't know what you plan to do or what world you plan to change or plan to avenge, but you better hope you run into the Skull Knight again or something, because you're just shooting blanks in the dark here. Try to find as many apostles as and we know there's a shitload out there, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and leave it there. There's a lot there. I mean, this is one of the longer videos we've had in a while, but we'll go ahead and leave that there. You guys let me know. Feel free to comment. We'll go from there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.